Hey everybody, it's Matt from Britical Saiyans here, and I'm going to show you my Son Goku Xeno deck profile. So we'll go straight into it. So the leader is auto burst free. When he attacks, you can add up to one card from your life to your hands and draw a card. And then Awakening 4 or less, it's a 1/1, so you draw and one energy back. And then we flip it over. So built-in self-awakening is always nice. He has straight up double strike. But then he has a permanent, or during your turn, he gains 5k power for every 8 black battle cards in your warp. He also then has an activate main once per turn, placing 4 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area and drawing a card. So that's how you draw on your unawakened side, and also refuel your drop, so you can continue doing your overwhelm. So we'll go into the deck then. So we've got our Unisons. So I decided to go with the Unisons, 3 Gohan, and with set 13, yes, included 2 Demigra. So the Gohan is auto once per turn. When you activate an overwhelm skill, add a marker to this card, so it can always gain extra markers. His +1 is you can put 2 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area. So using the leader skill and the Gohan, you've then got 6 back in a drop straight away for your big overwhelms. And then his -3, you add up to 2 black battle cards with power between 20k and 30k from your warp to your hand. Then this card gains 15k power and dual attack. He's only got 5k base power, so it's a 20 dual attack. The Demigra is auto once per turn, burst 1, which is great because you need to refill your drop, and bursting one's it's a nice number to burst. I think if it bursts too much, you'll probably deck yourself out, wouldn't you, really? And it says if your leader card is Black Saiyan Oni or a God Oni, when you... What?
Only.
Oni, yeah.
You're saying Oni. Only.
Oh, okay. Leave me alone. Well, it happens with some other words. I can't.
I thought you were just doing it as a joke before.
No. Shut up. Do you want to do this? When you play battle cards using Overwhelm, this card gains Wormhole, so you can do it again. Basically. And then he's +1, activate main. You place up to 2 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area, so like the Gohan recycling. And then -3, activate main, you add up to 2 black battle cards with energy cost 7 or less, and the overwhelm skill when you warp to your hand, so you can recycle them. So cruel. Leave me alone! You can giggle in the background.
I literally thought the first time you did it, you were just doing it as like a joke to annoy me.
No! It's genuine, just like, leave me alone. So into the rest of it, and we got the extra cards. So we got 4 copies of Instant Transmission, 10 times Kami Heart, and Demonic Absorption. So it's a for this one, the Instant Transmission one, is counter attack and negate the attack. Place up to 2 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area. Oh, I was not doing that when I was negating. Activate main, pay 1 black, choose 2 cards in your hand and send them to your warp. Add this card from your drop area to your hand. Ew. I was just negating, I wasn't recycling. Oopsie. And then Demonic Absorption, this is back when every colour got one of these, didn't they? These are like the extra 5k combos, but they also have another skill. Where it's like, you can activate this card's activate battle from your hand without paying its energy cost, because it costs 3. So activate battle is you just choose one of your leader cards or battle cards that gains 5k power for duration of the battle. So it's just a 5k combo power. But this one's activate main. If your leader card is black, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignore barrier, and send it to your owner's warp. Okay, into the 1 cost battle cards, which there are only 3. We've got 2 copies of Son Goku making an entrance. This is just another negate for the deck, and because it's a Son Goku that can come into play for an evolution, which you'll see later. And then we got a one-off copy of Shun Shun. This is the sister one. It's if you have a black Unison in play, it gains 10k in blocker. Just a nice little addition. And then for the 2 costs, which actually is more than I thought there was, we've gone with the Vegeta super combo that lets you put 1 to the bottom and draw 2. And then we got 2 regulator. Just if you need the regulators, then 2 is a good enough number. You can bump it to 3 if you want, but I think 2 can be alright. If you see it, you see it. You don't, you don't. But for those who can't remember what it does, is that auto once per turn when you play a battle card using the Overwhelm skill, choose up to 2 black battle cards with an entry cost of 7 or less in your war, place them at the bottom of your deck. If you placed any, you draw a card. So, just a way to recycle. And keeps your deck high as well, because you're going to deck out. You need those cards. And then we got 2 copies of Gravy. And this is just when you combo with it, you just choose 3 black battle cards. Is it 3? No, 2, sorry. Choose 2 black battle cards from your wall, put them into your drop area. So it's just another way of making sure you got cards in the drop. So on to the 3 costs. We've got yes, they were just stuck together, it's fine. 3 copies of Crisis Crusher. So, permanent, if there are no battle cards in play in your battle area, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. This is in here as another evolution target for the other one that's going to be shown later. But also because it can just stop those 1 costs from swinging loads, because this deck doesn't like a lot of early aggression, from what I've learned. But anyway, so yeah, his players can't attack with battle cards at energy cost of 1, and then he's got an activate main once per turn. You can choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards at energy cost of 1 and KO it. So you can easily, if you don't want to use Crisis Crusher, you can easily drop it for other overwhelm cards. It's just a nice little choice, really. I would say, if you can, just bump this up and just replace it with those and then do whatever else. Or, I mean, you could, if you got 4 copies of this next card, run 4 copies of this. So, Time Agent Trunks. This came in the Vegix deck, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's got Unique, he's got Blocker, and he's got 2 autos. Of when this card is played, you add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and his auto, is if you lead a card is black, saying when this card is placed in your drop area from the top of your deck, well, from your deck even, by a skill, you may play it from your drop area. So this bursts, you mill it, comes into play, and then obviously you can add a life as well just to speed up your awakening, and it's just it's a nice little card to play in. If you got more copies, yeah, take out the E's and just bump this up. Probably a good idea. And then we've got 2 copies of, I can't actually read the name on the SPR, so we've got to go with the SR. Supreme Code Time Labyrinth Unleashed. So, 3 cost, counter attack, and negate the attack and play this card. Permanent, if you or your opponent, I always miss that, if you or your opponent has 3 or more cards in their war, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so it can become a 1 cost, very easily in this deck as well, because obviously that's what you're doing in this deck. And then auto, if your leader card is black, when this card is played using counter attack skill, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the owner's warp. At the end of the turn, play any card sent to the warp by this skill to the owner's battle area with its skills negated for the turn. So there you go. And those are 3 costs. So onto the 4 costs. We've got 2 of the Team Son Gohan, the tag team, yeah. He's got Blocker, Permanent, you can only have 1 in play, and then his auto is when a black battle card is removed from your battle area by a skill, you can activate this card's skill and just play it. I don't know why it's just how you just play it. So, let me just grab a card. Anything. No, they're all further along. Anyway, so yeah, you just overwhelm, and then when that goes in a turn, you can just play this out. If you got extra copies of it, just run that. Because obviously I'm only working with what I've got. So onto the 5 costs. We've got the Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Conqueror. Is it Conqueror of Evil? Yes, Conqueror of Evil. So he's got Double Strike, Xeno Evolve for 5. Don't know, it specifies 3 black. Onto a Son Goku Xeno, which is what your Crisis Crushers are and those negates. So if you do end up taking out the Crisis Crushers, you are relying on those negates, but you could always just bump that negate up to 4 just to make up for that. So he's got 2 autos. His first one is when a card evolves into this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, send it to you in his warp, and this card gains triple attack. It is also 30k, so it's a nice beat stick. And then his other auto is choose one card in your hand and send it to your warp. When your opponent attacks, negate the attack and negate the skill for the turn. So he's a built-in negate for a turn, if need be. Onto the 6 costs, which is actually the rest of the deck. We have 4 copies of Super Saiyan Bardock Tenacious. So he's Overwhelm 6, pay 1 black. When his card is played using the Overwhelm, your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during next turn, so he's Flying Nimbus. And then also when his card is played, you can't play another copy during your next turn. So he's in every other turn effect. Because you might go, you've played him every turn. And we got 4 copies of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Unstoppable Evolution. So Overwhelm 6 again, paying 2 black. When his card is played using the Overwhelm, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier and send to your opponent's warp. So drawing and board removal. 25 beat stick as well, which is nice. We actually have another Goku Xeno in the deck. Because, you know, I forget cards exist sometimes. So this one is just Overwhelm 6. It's got critical and dual strike, and he's got 20k power. So it's just to get rid of life, and crits are always nice. On to the next card. We have Super Saiyan 4 Bardock Combat Instincts. I'm actually going to read the SR because the SPR is my eyes. So it's got dual attack, Overwhelm 6, paying 3 black. Auto, when his card is played using the Overwhelm, choose 2 cards, up to 2 cards in your opponent's hand and send them to their warp. They don't get those cards back, so they are permanently gone. And then we've got 1 copy of the Secret Identity Masked Saiyan. So it's Overwhelm 6, when his card is played using the Overwhelm, choose any number of your opponent's battle cards, adding up to a total energy cost of 6, and send them to your owner's warp. So just a bit of board removal, which is nice. So there you go, guys. That is the Son Goku Xeno deck profile. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.